Hey YouTube, today I want to talk about learning Asian languages. So most of the Europeans and Americans learn European languages because it's easier, and in my opinion learning a language is like getting up in a building. So let's say there are 10 floors, and the 10th floor is the floor where you're fluent in the language and you're converse. I don't know how to say it in English. Anyway, if you know English and you want to learn French, you will start from the, let's say, fifth floor, because the vocabulary is very similar. If you know German and you want to start Dutch, you will need you will go up from the fifth floor, I think. But let's say if you're American or European and you decide to learn Japanese or Chinese or Indonesian, no, not Indonesian, but Korean, Chinese, or Japanese. Let's take those three languages. So you don't have any foundation in the language because it's so different from European languages and from yeah, European languages. So this is why Asian languages are difficult, because the vocabulary is so different, nothing in common with European languages. And also because of, well, Chinese grammar is very easy, but Japanese grammar and Korean grammar are very difficult, because Japanese, the word order is completely different from English, French, or other Romance languages. So it will be a challenge to actually study this language, to learn this language. So I challenge you to learn Chinese or Japanese or Korean. Although the Korean script is easier than the Chinese or Japanese script, maybe the grammar is harder. So you will need maybe less than 8 hours to learn how to write in Korean, but it will take you 3 years to 4 years to get used to write Chinese symbols, because they are, maybe you should know 2,000 Chinese characters to get by, and maybe 3,000 to 4,000 to be able to read a normal text in the newspaper, or I don't know, college text. And I wanted to talk about intermediate level, how to get from an intermediate level to an advanced level. So I will talk about Japanese and Chinese because I don't have any experience with Korean. So first of all, let's talk about Japanese. What you need to do when you start Japanese is to think about how long it would take. If you want to learn Japanese and you don't have any foundation in Korean or similar languages, I think you will invest, let's say, 600 hours to be at a very good level. 600 hours, if you study every day half an hour, it is maybe 3 to 4 years of study. So you have to decide to dedicate half an hour every day and be very motivated, and don't worry if after 6 months you cannot express your thoughts, and always want to get better in Japanese. But when you learn Japanese with textbooks, you will be able to communicate, but in a very formal way, and you have to learn the casual expressions and all that stuff, and you will learn it through dialogue, if you speak with native speakers, or if you watch Japanese, not, let's say, not Japanese manga, because Japanese manga is like the vocabulary and喂，在啊，我靠。Okay, so I was talking about getting better in Japanese. So you need to speak a lot with native speakers, no matter if you find them on Skype or if you find them on what ShareTalk or other sites to learn foreign languages. So other than that, yeah, you need a lot of time and dedication. Learning Japanese, it's not like learning Spanish. It has nothing to do with learning, because Spanish is a Romance language, so you have some connections between English and Spanish vocabulary. And Japanese has nothing to do with English except loan words. Except loan words, everything is different. So you will have to invest more or less 600 to 700 hours to get a good level in Japanese. Now let's talk about Chinese. Chinese has a very complex writing system, especially if you want to learn traditional Chinese from Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau. So I should say to know how to write any character when you see it, you need mm, two 2 years, 2 years and a half writing everyday basic characters, and then okay, what you're gonna do when you learn Chinese on your own? Take some beginner books explained in your mother tongue or in English, and get through those courses. Listen over and over, get your vocabulary, and don't study grammar, because Chinese grammar will make sense after a while because it's not so difficult. So after, you will use advanced books or intermediate books. You can find those in Chinese schools in your city or Taiwanese school, I don't know. And finally, when you get to a level where you can communicate, but you feel that you need more casual expressions, that when you speak it's not natural, it's too, let's say, textbookish, so it's not natural, you will use dramas. So I know a very good side to watch dramas in Chinese, especially from mainland China, Taiwan, Korea, Japan, and Hong Kong. Those five countries. Oh, yeah, Hong Kong is not a country, but those five places. So I will post the link in the description box, and if you want to get the real everyday Chinese, you should go to this site and watch dramas. And you know, the good thing about Taiwanese dramas, it's always subtitles in Chinese and English, always. So you can just hit the stop button or the pause button, and get what you need. You get what you need, and you write it down, and you can study it afterwards. And you learned it in context because you have a story behind it, and it's not annoying. It's not like learning. It's not like learning in a passive way. It's learning in an active way, and it's learning in a very cool way. So if you learn Asian languages, complex, let's say Chinese, between Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, you learn one of those three languages, please send me a comment, just or just make a video response about how you feel about learning Asian languages. What did you discover learning them? Because it's it's very different from European languages, so your experience will be unique. I think if you learn Chinese or Japanese or Korean, so if you want to participate in that discussion, you can make a video response, and when we'll have a little bit time, we will exchange thoughts on this subject, on this topic. Thanks, and see you.